sales, giving 16 schools a chance every year.
In 2009, Marseilles Elementary School Athletic Director, Mr. Jeff Owens, began the Marseilles Holiday Tournament as a way to make money for the elementary school programs. Due to IHSA rules, Marquette had to be the official host of the official sponsor of the tournament, as an elementary school cannot host a high school event. However, for 11 straight years, it was held, the Marseilles Holiday Tournament was held. In 2020, there was no tournament as the basketball season was moved back due to the coronavirus. The 12th edition of the Marseilles Holiday Tournament will be the final edition. In the first 10 years, there was a different winner every year. Then in the 11th tournament, Indian Creek Timberwolves, the team that won in 2009, won the second. Tonight, we will see if Flanagan will join the ranks of Indian Creek in 2 Marseilles Holiday Tournament titles, or if Seneca will be the 11th team to win the title. Seneca and Flanagan-Cornell. I'm Levi Meyerhofer here with Marseilles Holiday Tournament on MHT TV, along with Ashlyn Jackson on the camera. Bring you tonight's matchup. It's the 1 and 2 seeds, Seneca versus Flanagan-Cornell, Fighting Irish versus Falcons, Leprechauns versus Raptors. We're going to start with the visitors on the scoreboard in black. That is Seneca, not starting. Number 12, Braden Ellis. Number 15, Sam Kleik. Number 20, Calvin Meyerhofer. Number 21, Owen Quigley. Number 22, Dominic Trena. Number 23, David Bergeson. Number 24, Given Siegel. And not starting for Flanagan-Cornell. Number 0, Colton Pfaff. Number 1, Connor Reed. Number 5, Mason Persico. Number 21, Brennan Edens. Number 35, Kessler Collins. Number 42, Ethan Shum. Number 34, Emerson Weber. 44, Joey Jones. 14, Seth Jones. Here we go with the championship. The tip between Ruddy and Province goes to Ruddy and the Flanagan-Cornell Falcons. It's Dallas Hamilton up top. Kicked over to Sam Jones. Jones back to Hamilton. Ruddy, Tyler Pfaff. Over to Jones. Jones guarded by Province, gives it over to Pfaff. Back to Jones up top. Jones kicked over to Pfaff, thought about the three. Pfaff has been great from the three-point line so far in this tournament. Here's Ruddy, gets it down to Weber in the lane. Weber goes up, no good, and that's going to be a rebound for Lane Province and the Fighting Irish. 45 seconds into the game, and Seneca has its first touch. Paxton Gertz pulls up at the free throw, at the elbow, and that's going to be a foul on Seneca. That's on number 5, Kyson Klinker. That'll be Klinker's first and Seneca's first of the night. This is the first time Seneca is seeing its new black jerseys. Flanagan-Cornell in white. Here's Hamilton up top, guarded by Pfeiffer. Over to Pfaff. High pass to Jones, and then the pass into Weber. Goes off of Weber. It's picked up by Klinker, going the other way. Owen Quigley. Paxton Gertz. Freshman Gertz gives it over to Pfeiffer for 3. There's the start for the scoring for Pfeiffer. It makes sense that his number is 3 because he right now, coming into the day at least, leading the way here of all teams and all players in this tournament in three-pointers made. Here's Ruddy over to Weber, back to Ruddy, and that's a good for 2 for Ruddy. Ruddy the first 2 for Flanagan-Cornell. Zach Pfeiffer guarded by Jones. Ball ripped away. Pfeiffer still has it and gives it over to Quigley. Tyson Klinker gives it back to Quigley. And over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer stops at the elbow, goes up, no good. Rebound from Lane Province. Sophomore Lane Province with the and one. That foul is on number 11, J.D. Ruddy. His first, team's first. Starters for Seneca, number 0, Paxton Gertz. Number 3, Zach Pfeiffer. Number 5, Kyson Klinker. Number 14, Noah Quigley. And number 25, Lane Province. That shot from Lane Province is no good. J.D. Ruddy gives it back out to Tyler Pfaff. And Pfaff fouled by number 3, Zach Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's first, team second. Starting for the Falcons, number 3, Dallas Hamilton. Number 4, Sam Jones. Number 11, J.D. Ruddy. Number 23, William Weber. And number 30, Tyler Pfaff. Thanks for tuning in here to MHT TV. I'm Levi Meyerhofer. This is game 32 of 32 of the Marseilles Holiday Tournament. And I'm surprised that my voice has held on this long, as I've been on all 32 broadcasts. Noah Quigley with the takeaway for Seneca. And has it ripped away by Hamilton. Gets it up to Ruddy, and that's a turnover. Scoreboard has been fixed. It's 5-2 Seneca. Here's Hamilton stopping in the lane. Hamilton goes around, no good, and the rebound there from Klinker. Seneca with possession. Paxton Gertz running through, and now he's on the board. Here's Hamilton, gives over to Pfaff. Down to Weber, back to Pfaff for 3. That's going to go over the backboard. Hit the rim, over the backboard. Coming in for Seneca, number 12, Braden Ellis, and for Flanagan, number 35, Kessler Collins. Here's Paxton Gertz, over to Zach Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, kick down the court to Province, back to Gertz up top. Gertz gives it to Siegel in the lane. Siegel also checked in for Seneca, and Siegel now up for 2. If you were listening earlier, Siegel was on the broadcast. Back this morning. And now here's Sam Jones. Collins gives it to Pfaff at the elbow. Knocked away by Lane Province on the shot. Seneca a 9-2 lead here early in the first. 3:13 left in the first quarter. And there's Zach Pfeiffer putting it up off the backboard for 2 more. He's got 5. Timeout called by Flanagan-Cornell and the Falcons. That's a full timeout called by the Falcons. Let's see how these two teams got here to the championship. Flanagan-Cornell, the number 2 seed, defeated Indian Creek in the first round 48-18. In the second round, they defeated Kewanee 47-36, and then Putnam County 49-44 yesterday. And for Seneca, they started as the number 1 seed. They still are, but the number 1 seed defeated Wilmington on Monday 70-30, then Serena 77-47, and yesterday they beat Reed Custer 66-39. Seneca looking for its first Marseilles Holiday Tournament championship, and Flanagan-Cornell looking for its second. On the floor for Seneca, Ellis, Gertz, Pfeiffer, Province, Siegel. On the floor for the Falcons, Jones, Pfaff, Hamilton, Ruddy, and Collins. Pass goes over to Hamilton, back to Jones. Jones, trapped at half court, gives it off to Pfaff. Here's Jones again. Back to Pfaff, guarded by Siegel. Hamilton, Pfaff. And a charge of some kind. I don't know, that's against Flanagan-Cornell. That's against Kessler Collins, his first, team second. Zach Pfeiffer up the sideline and a foul there on Sam Jones. Jones' first foul and Flanagan-Cornell's third. Siegel gives it to Gertz. Off to Province, off of Province's chest. Missed the pass. Kyson Klinker comes in for Province. Sam Jones gives it over to Kessler Collins. Collins down to Pfaff. Behind the back and over to Jones. Hamilton gives it to Pfaff beyond the three. And a kick on Ellis. Jones and Hamilton back and forth up top. Screen from Pfaff. And it's Jones back to Hamilton. Giving off to Pfaff. Jones, Pfaff. And here's Hamilton beyond the three. Hamilton gives it to Collins. And another one on Flanagan-Cornell. Another offensive foul. That one also Kessler Collins, his second and team fourth. Kessler Collins comes out, replaced by starter William Weber. Paxton Gertz comes out for Seneca, replaced by Noah Quigley. Siegel pass into Ellis. Ellis driving, kicks it out to Noah Quigley. Quigley to Siegel, back to Quigley. Thought about the three, he's going to take it in instead. And that's going to be out of bounds on Noah Quigley. Lost it off his foot and ran into Ruddy. That one rolled out of bounds. Ruddy driving all the way in, missed the shot. That one went off of Klinker and out of bounds on Given Siegel. Jones. Pass inbounds to Weber. Here's Pfaff over to Hamilton. Hamilton over to Weber. To Pfaff, fouled, and one for Pfaff. Or excuse me, for Ruddy. And one for Ruddy. Ruddy with 4 points now, and that's the second foul for Kyson Klinker. And the third for Seneca. Province and Gertz come back in for Seneca in place of Pfeiffer and Klinker. Siegel taking it out of bounds. Gives it off to Braden Ellis. Ellis to Quigley. Guarded by Jones. Quigley, the pick and roll goes to Province, and that's taken away by Hamilton. Hamilton, kickoff to Pfaff. Back to Hamilton, slows it down. Here's Jones on the other side, thought about the three. And he kicks it off to Weber instead. That one's going to be a turnover for the Falcons. Paxton Gertz up the court. Gertz, that one's tapped away by Hamilton. Here's Hamilton on the other end. And he puts that one in. Dallas Hamilton with his first two brings it within 4. Seneca started with an 11-2 lead, cut down to 11-7. Siegel goes up on his own. He's fouled. 10.0 seconds left in the first. That foul is on number 11, J.D. Ruddy. That's his second. That's the 5th foul for the Falcons. Owen quickly coming in for Seneca, as well as Zach Pfeiffer and Calvin Meyerhofer entering. Also, if you listened, you heard both Owen Quigley and Calvin Meyerhofer this morning as well. Both shots from Siegel are no good. And Pfaff gives it off to Weber. Siegel chucks it up. That's going to hit the net in the middle of the court. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Seneca, the 1 seed, with 11. Flanagan-Cornell, the 2 seed, with 7. Scoring for Seneca, Paxton Gertz with 2. Zach Pfeiffer had 5, including 1 3-pointer. Given Siegel with 2 and Lane Province with 2. And over for the Falcons, Dallas Hamilton with 2, J.D. Ruddy the other 5. Today's scores from the tournament. We started off at 9 a.m. here. Gardner South Wilmington defeated Indian Creek 61-57. Then was Wilmington over Woodland 48-41. Hall defeated Earlville at the noon game 52-49. And St. Bede over to White 70-53 at 1:30 for the consolation championship. Then at 3:30 game, Kewanee defeated Serena 66-53. Somonauk over Marquette 54-45. And you just watched Putnam County lose to Reed Custer 54-51. Full slate of games, 4 days in a row. 8 games, that's 32 games here at the petition pending for, to name it, the Jeff Owens Gym. He says it won't happen, I say it will. Gertz to Meyerhofer, pops the 3. That's good for Meyerhofer. Calvin Meyerhofer, his first 3 of the day. And that's another one on Dallas Hamilton, shoving away Meyerhofer, going for the ball. That's the 3rd offensive foul on the Falcons. They've got 5 fouls, and Dallas Hamilton with his first. They have 6 fouls. Meyerhofer to take it out for the Fighting Irish. Gives it into Gertz. That pass taken away by Hamilton, who still goes up. And that one goes in. Hamilton now with 4. Meyerhofer and Gertz. Siegel to Meyerhofer, trying again. He gets it. That's 2 in a row for Meyerhofer from the 3-point line. Extends the lead for Seneca at 17-9. Here's Jones. That's going to be out of bounds on Jones. The pass too far away from Pfaff. That goes into the Seneca bench. 7:04 left in the second quarter. And a timeout called by Coach Witt and the Seneca Fighting Irish. 6:56 left in the second quarter. During this 30-second timeout, I have joining me Mr. Jeff Owens, the tournament director. How are you, Mr. Owens?
I'm good. What a wonderful night.
What a wonderful night it is. We've had a bunch of intense games today, even matchups, and I expect this one to be really intense as well.
Yeah, Seneca's jumped out to an early lead, but Flanagan will not give up. I'm going to tell you that right now. It will be
That's very
closer
true.
than an 8. Seneca's shooting the ball very, very well right now.
We haven't seen too many three-pointers from the usual three-point shooters. Meyerhofer with 2 for Seneca, but Pfaff for Flanagan and Pfeiffer for Seneca atop the three-point list after the first couple days. Meyerhofer gets the ball. Goes down, takes it himself. He's fouled. He's going to the line to shoot 2.
You taught him that move, I suggest, right, in the backyard on the playground?
Actually, kind of.
You kind of?
Kind of. We play a game we call putback. It's on a 7.5 foot hoop with a small ball. And so basically it's just whoever can make the best moves to get around to dunk it.
Okay. My brother and I did the same thing.
That foul was on Tyler Pfaff.
Our hoop in the driveway was 9 feet, so we were dunking about 5th grade.
Meyerhofer missed the first, sunk the second. And Mr. Owens, are you happy with how this tournament turned out?
Oh, yes. We knew going in it was pretty wide open. I think the 2 best teams are playing right now who played this week. If we did this next week, we might have a different outcome.
Right.
These teams are all evenly matched.
And there's Tyler Pfaff with the expected 3. Given Siegel thought about pulling up. He's going to go in instead. And Meyerhofer is going to go back to the line for 2 more. Meyerhofer, a strong showing so far. That's another foul on Tyler Pfaff. Yeah, Mr. Owens, I think you should be really happy that we got through all 32 games with no COVID stops.
I was telling someone that earlier. I says, it was another school administrator. I said, we did it. I mean, that's a credit to the families,
right?
And the schools. Some are testing and doing everything they can to be safe. So I mean, I hope we can get through January the same way, But we were lucky. I think JT penalty in the paper has said something. What's the chances of getting 32 games in? And we made it.
Yeah, Forreston wasn't so lucky in their holiday tournament. They had to cut it about 2 weeks ago before it even started.
Yes, and Seneca had their issues.
Right.
Plano's had. I mean, it's tough. You got 16 schools coming in from all over. There were a couple schools that were getting iffy, and would lose a kid, but then they would gain a kid back, and it's the new normal right now this year.
Right.
I said at the beginning that the best team might not win. The healthiest might.
Right. And I think that right now we have the 2 best teams in the tournament in the championship.
I think you're right. You're right. It worked out 1-2.
And Flanagan and Seneca, I believe, both at full strength.
Yes.
Meyerhofer comes out, replaced by Quigley. He has 8, and that last foul was on Meyerhofer. Here's Pfaff, gives it over to Hamilton. Hamilton, that's going to be a travel.
Yep. I think part of the sideshow is watching Coach Yoder and Coach Witt on the sidelines.
That's true.
I don't know why I put chairs out for them. They're not going to use it.
There's no way that they're going to use it.
No. Do the charge.
That's going to be on Pfeiffer.
That's his second.
Braden Ellis comes in. Collins back in for the Falcons. And there's Jones, gives it over to Hamilton. Hamilton, Jones. Back to Hamilton. Weaving his way through, missed the shot, and the rebound from Siegel. Siegel takes it all the way in, missed the shot. Province with the rebound, gives it out to Braden Ellis for 3. That one's a no-go, and there's a foul against Seneca. That'll be Seneca's 6th foul. That one on number 25, Lane Province, his first.
Something that we probably have to take a look at is, can they stay at this pace for the rest of the game?
That's a great question, and I think both teams can keep up the pace like they have been.
And this is day 4.
This is day 4.
And we didn't do this last year. I mean,
right.
I don't think anyone's played 4 games, for a couple years now in 1 week. So it's going to be who's in better shape.
Jones missed the 3, and that's going to go straight out of bounds. 4:31 left in the second.
I just got a text from Coach Hansen. I'm supposed to give him a shout out. Him and his buddies are in his garage.
There you
All
go.
right.
There we go.
There you go, Coach Hansen. I'll be over later, buddy. You owe me one. I just want to say thank you, too. I know they tried to do a little video program about my retirement and that, and I think they're going to try to do it at halftime. But just, this has been a labor of love for me, this tournament. It's been great. It's been helped the kids here at Marseilles. I get to sit next to my freshman basketball coach who's helped me along the way, Mr. Litton, and that. And it's just been memories for a lifetime for me. Yeah. I also want to thank my family. My girls have been here every day, helping out, doing what they, and some of that. This is what we do. It's right. Christmas time. We're going to come down to the gym and spend time with Dad, and I can't thank them enough. My wife bringing down food to make sure I stay nourished, and that. So,
that foul for Seneca on Noah Quigley. 3:53 left in the second. First shot is made for Tyler Pfaff. Score is a 19-13 Seneca lead. 19-14, Pfaff with 5.
Flanagan had a slow start, but they're hanging around.
Right.
Hanging around.
And that's dangerous, especially here in these championship games.
Yep.
Quigley's 3 misses the rim.
And they had the capability of hitting a couple threes and really making a run.
Ready to come in to replace William Weber. Now, Mr. Owens, thank you for hosting the tournament and also for allowing me to do the streaming.
No, you did a wonderful job. It's been a thing. Streaming is here to stay.
Right. 32 games all here on the Marseilles 150 YouTube page, MHT TV. And I'm glad my voice kind of stayed intact for most of it.
Yes. Hey, people don't realize 32 games, it's a long week.
Go back and listen to the first game between Putnam County and Hall, and it's going to sound like my voice is a lot higher.
You sound like you've been smoking a lot. You got that smoker's.
I have not been. I can promise
I know
you that.
I know that, but you got that smoker's.
All right, Mr. Owens, Jeff, I have a story for you. This one comes out of Collinsville and the St. Louis Today, and this is about a team from Alaska. So there's teams from Alaska for basketball will travel all over the nation for holiday tournaments and such. One was supposed to go to Kankakee, but that one, they were kept in Seattle, and so they played a couple games there. But one team did make it out of Seattle despite weather problems there. But they had to go to Chicago because their connecting flight to St. Louis was not available. Chicago to St. Louis, they made it to St. Louis with beating the odds. And that story wasn't enough because they weren't supposed to be able to make it all the way to St. Louis. Their baggage was left in Chicago. So they had about 3 hours of sleep between December 25th and December 27th, and a lot of plane flights. And they did lose their first game. Let me check the score here. Looking for it. 82-49. And that was on Monday. Christmas was Friday. Christmas was Saturday. They left Christmas night. And they got there only a couple hours before the game started. Their jerseys were not. And so their jerseys were also with their luggage. So nearby Granite City High School gave them their jerseys. Wasilla is the school. and they're also the Warriors. So Granite City gave them their jerseys.
That's cool. I mean, it really is. I mean, that's what this tournament has been so successful. These teams all get together.
Right.
And that we had a uniform situation with Wilmington earlier. He
Right.
had to bring up a freshman. Coaches, it doesn't matter. You know, it's just, it was the 13th place game. Someone was trying to get 2 wins. Let's just go.
Right.
You know, it doesn't matter. It's about the kids getting on the court. Thank God we are able to do that this year.
Right.
You know, so that's been the great part. I mean, it would be nice to play without the mask and not have the mask break and everything, but we're getting there. We got to stay together, and we will overcome this.
Right. And the mask break, I know a lot of people are complaining about it. Personally, though, I'm liking it because I get a break to talk and I get to drink water.
Well, and the coaches get a
Right.
official's timeout, and it's a minute 45.
Right.
You know? So, and I know radio stations like it because they can pay for commercials.
Right. Before the shot, Pfaff is fouled. That's going to be on Braden Ellis from Seneca. That'll be Ellis's. Waiting for it up on the board.
Yeah.
Team's 8th for Seneca.
His first. People don't realize how hard it is on the bench workers, the
Right.
clock guys.
Right.
And, you know, they're working four or five games a
Right.
day, and you know, and be on your tip-top shape.
Right.
You don't want to start early or start late.
Right.
We've had clock errors issues before. You have them at regular season games. It happens. These guys are human.
Right.
You know, believe me, they don't want to make a mistake. It's
Uh-huh.
you know, I ran the clock for a few minutes as a guy who had to go take a break, and you know, I'll take over for just a few minutes, and it's just like, you know, I'm nervous. I don't want to make a mistake. Put the wrong score up. You know, everyone goes crazy.
Both of those made free throws for Pfaff. Pass up the floor to Meyerhofer is knocked away. Here's Sam Jones going up. Missed the shot and the rebound from Ellis. Ellis up the middle of the court. Stops in the lane, gives it up to
nice
Lane
pass.
Province. Saved by Collins, and that's going to be recovered by the Falcons. Chance to tie it on this possession, 19-16. Here's Hamilton. Between Province's legs. And a charge taken by Meyerhofer.
That won't be the last charge taken in this game. Both
No.
Flanagan and Seneca pride themselves on taking the offensive foul.
That is the first foul on William Weber from Flanagan-Cornell. And so, Mr. Owens, as we know, this tournament will be moving to Marquette next year. What's the reason behind that?
It's not needed anymore, and that it's done its job, and that. So we're just happy that these teams, these 16 coaches said we want to stay together,
Right.
And you know, let's see what we can do. Will all 16 stay at Marquette forever? I don't know.
Right.
You know, if we do it right, maybe they will. We might lose some, and I know there's a team looking for Kiwani. You know, I've talked to their AD. They would like to do something closer to home.
Right.
It's an hour and a half away every game, and that, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, coaches take over. They want to do different things. You know, you're always going to have. But I have 2 schools that I'm in contact with. I know the coaches and ADs, and you know, hey, if someone gets out, I want in.
Right.
So there's always going to be that.
It's good to know that you're still going to be there even when it goes to Marquette.
Yes. That was part of the deal. I mean,
Good.
Todd and Brooke over at the academy said, we want you to do this. Help us.
Good.
So
There's a jump ball on the floor. That one's between Siegel and Jones. Minute 25 left in the second quarter. Jeff, it's been a pleasure. Do you have anything else you would like to say on the broadcast here?
I just got a text from your man, Mr. Stecken.
Really?
Yes. So make sure all the stuff gets put away properly.
Yes, I will. Thanks to Seneca High School for allowing
yes,
us to use the Irish Live equipment here on MHT TV for the week.
People don't realize Seneca has been a godsend to me for this tournament, even before they were in it. Mm-hmm. Coach Evans and I got along very well, and I would call him and, hey, call this school, get a hold of this guy, you know, helping me set up the tournament. And, you know, and I always joke, Steve Haynes, every year I would give him a call, ask him a question. Oh, by the way, if you want in, you can come in. And then when Russ did call
Right.
and say, we're ready to come.
Right.
You know, it's time for us to make the move. And I know Coach O'Boyle was in the room with them,
Right.
and it's like, great fit. I mean, they've always been very – Seneca helped us out when we flooded. I had to go over our junior. We had to go over. I mean, we were arch rivals. Me and your dad would never talk in high school. But it's over with. I mean, it's a great working relationship, and I appreciate everything the people of Seneca have done to help us pull this off.
Timeout by Seneca. And Seneca, speaking of coming into this tournament, came in 2015, and they were the last team at the Plano tournament to three-peat with the championship. And Peoria Notre Dame has the chance to do that today.
Those were some great Seneca teams that went up there. And you know, when Doug and I were talking, and we'd say, well, I'm not coming. But he had the talent to stay up there and play.
Right.
He wanted that tough competition. You know, but in also fairness to the Seneca fans, it's not nice to be 5 miles away.
Right.
You know, and you guys have the diehards, just like some Marseilles people that come in and sit all day long.
Right.
Here's my $5. I got this seat.
Right.
You know, we didn't see much of that this year with COVID.
No, we did not.
No, I mean, which totally understandable. Yeah, but Seneca brought a nice crowd tonight. They've been, you know, the dream game was always going to be Marquette and Seneca. I mean, we would have packed this place.
Always.
Yep.
Here's Meyerhofer for another three attempt. That's 3 threes for Meyerhofer. He's got 11. I don't think Meyerhofer had 11 points throughout the season until now.
I think he's just outscored his dad's career high.
His father scored 100 career varsity points for Seneca.
He might just do that tonight.
37.8 left in the second.
Your dad was a utility man. He could do a little bit of everything.
He was.
Yeah.
He was the first one. He was the last one off the bench his freshman year, first one off his senior year.
Yep.
That foul is on Calvin Meyerhofer, his second, team's 10th. Hamilton sinks the first shot.
Your dad has been telling me stories about researching the Marseilles-Seneca basketball rivalry. He's at Marseilles 75 wins, Seneca 74 wins.
Wow.
With 8 or 9 games at one point separated them. So it was a rivalry in its day.
30 seconds left in the half. Jeff, if they don't get the thing working on the big screen behind, I hope we can do that half-court shot contest between you and me here in the championship.
I decide I cannot shoot a half-court shot anymore.
I think we should. I think we should try.
No. I'm not officially employed by Marseilles Elementary anymore. I don't have workman's comp. I'll probably pull a muscle. But Levi, thank you for everything. It's been a godsend for us. You know, we set it up 2-3 weeks before the tournament. Let's do this.
Yep.
You know, we were looking at it, and you know, are we going to need it? Because as COVID numbers started to rise, it was just a thing. You know, grandparents can watch; they can stay away and stay safe.
Another charge by Seneca. That one taken by Given Siegel. That foul again on Kessler Collins.
Closest Flanagan gets like 3 points.
Right.
Seneca keeps pulling away. So thanks for everything, Levi. I got to get to work.
Jeff.
It's almost halftime.
Thank you for letting me run on low sleep and a lot of M&Ms this week.
Well, you could be a tournament manager someday.
Okay.
I'm here by 6 every morning.
Perfect. All right. Thank you. That was Marseilles tournament director Jeff Owens. And that ends halftime. Seneca leads Flanagan-Cornell here in the championship game of the 12th and final Marseilles Holiday Tournament. The 1 versus 2 seed game. Scoring for both teams. Paxton Gert. Actually, I'm going to do that because I think I missed a couple scores while I was talking here to Jeff. So we'll be back here in about 9 minutes, and I'll get you those score updates. I'm Levi Meyerhofer, Ashlyn Jackson over on the camera here for MHT-TV, and we'll be back with the second half of game 32 of 32. Flanagan looking for its second ever Marseilles Holiday Tournament victory, and Seneca looking for its first. We will be right back. Welcome to the final broadcast here of the 2021 Marseilles Holiday Tournament. I'm Levi Meyerhofer coming at you from Marseilles Elementary School in Marseilles, Illinois. And we've got a nice ball game here. Seneca, the 1 seed, visitors on the scoreboard 24 against the Flanagan-Cornell Falcons, the 2 seed, who have 18. There's going to be a foul to start the third quarter. That one's going to be on Kyson Klinker. His first, Seneca's first. Given Siegel comes in for Seneca. Scoring for the Falcons in the first half. Their 18 points consisting of 6 from Dallas Hamilton, J.D. Ruddy with 5, and Tyler Pfaff with 7. There's Sam Jones with his first 2. Pass goes into Pfeiffer. Gertz back to Pfeiffer. Here's Noah Quigley. Gives it off to Paxton Gertz. Scoring for Seneca in the first half. Hold on. Given Siegel. And a 3-second lane violation on Lane Province. Scoring in the first half, the 24 points consisting of 2 from Paxton Gertz, 5 from Zach Pfeiffer, 2 from Given Siegel, 4 from Lane Province, and 11 from Calvin Meyerhofer, including 3 3-pointers. And that one is Tyler Pfaff going up. Tyler Pfaff has his first 2-pointer. He now has 9. Flanagan brings it within 2. Lane Province takes it up, no good. That's gonna be stripped away from Ruddy. Quigley comes up with it. Given Siegel at the block. Missed the shot. That's going to be out of bounds on Tyler Pfaff trying to get the rebound. Zach Pfeiffer to pass in for Seneca. Gives it into Given Siegel. Back out to Pfeiffer, who's going to turn around, toss one up from a long 2, and the rebound from Province. Here's Siegel. Here's Gertz. Backdoor cut to Quigley. And Province to Siegel. Travel. We apologize for the extended, by a long shot, extended halftime. With the video that they were trying to play in the first half, they played that during halftime, or before the game, they played that during halftime. Sorry we couldn't put the camera or the mics on it. It was a special tribute for newly retired former elementary school principal and athletic director, and still the tournament director, Mr. Jeff Owens. Owens started the tournament back in 2009, changed the format from pool play to bracket play in 2012, and here we are at the last one at Marseilles. Given Siegel with the rebound after the miss from Weber. Paxton Gertz for 3, sinks it. Paxton Gertz, Seneca freshman, he's got 5. Charge, taken by Paxton Gertz once more. That one on Sam Jones, his second, team's first. I promised my voice would get through this game, and I'm not so sure anymore. Lane Province gives it to Siegel. Siegel to Quigley. Quigley guarded by Ruddy, gives it up to Paxton Gertz up top. Gertz to Quigley. Loses it and gives it off to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer thought about the 3. Honestly, kind of surprised he didn't take it. That one goes off of Lane Province's head. That's going to be out of bounds on Province. after he and Reddy both chasing after it. Once again, charge taken by Given Siegel. That one on number 11, J.D. Reddy, his third, team second. Foul on the defense. That's going to be Tyler Pfaff's third, team's third on Flanagan. Flanagan only down 5, 27-22. Siegel gives it to Gertz. 4:07 left in the third quarter. Pfeiffer, the pass was 2, and the ball is stolen away by Sam Jones. Jones puts that up for 2. And Flanagan-Cornell is back within 3. Ball tipped on the pass to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer gives it to Gertz. Over to Quigley. Quigley stopping short from 10 feet. That's no good, and the rebound from Province in the lane. Here's a 3 for Pfeiffer. Miss off the front of the rim. And that went into the clutches of Sam Jones. Flanagan a chance to tie it on this possession. Province diving after it. It's still Hamilton who comes up with it. Here's Pfaff from 18 feet. That one's missed, and a rebound from Province. Here's Gertz, gives it to Pfeiffer. Over to Siegel. Noah Quigley. Zach Pfeiffer for 3. That's no good, and the rebound goes to Kessler Collins. Down to Sam Jones. Gives it to Pfaff, driving through the lane, and now Flanagan-Cornell within 1. Tyler Pfaff with 11. Quigley gives it to Pfeiffer. Flanagan-Cornell chanting defense. Here's Paxton Gertz. Kick to Noah Quigley in the corner. Nice in and out. That's good for Quigley. Quigley's first points of the night. He's got 3. Full timeout called by Seneca, and then also the mask timeout. That's an extended timeout. So not only am I doing the broadcast here, but I also made all the graphics that you see on the screen for the tournament. And most of the graphics that are being posted on the Marseilles Holiday Tournament Twitter. So I'd like to thank Mr. Owens for the opportunity to make that as well. There is one that I made that the file was too large. It's not even that, it's a 7.5 second clip. And I decided that I will only play it because the files were so large. I could only upload a couple. And I decided that I would upload the 2 for the championship. So if you see bubbles pop up on the screen, you'll know that's the graphic that I kind of spent the most time on, but didn't get to use very much. But that'll be at the end of the game with the championship, either Seneca or Flanagan-Cornell. Score is 30-26. Seneca in black, the visitors on the scoreboard. Flanagan-Cornell in white, home on the scoreboard. If you're just joining us, welcome here to MHT TV. I'm Levi Meyerhofer. I've been here with you all 32 games of this tournament. And I think my voice shows it. It's been a pleasure to be on here with you. 2:03 left in the third. Here's Pfaff, an open 3. Sinks it. And Tyler Pfaff for 3. Pfaff now with 14. Meyerhofer came in for Seneca. Here's Ellis. Over to Gertz. And a reaching foul will be there against Kessler Collins. That'll be his fourth and the team's fourth. Lane Province lets that pass go past half court. Given Siegel bringing it across. And that's going to be a charge against Gertz. That one called on him, drawn by Hamilton. That'll be Gertz's first foul, Seneca's second. Sam Jones up top, guarded by Meyerhofer, now by Gertz. Jones crashing through, gives it over to Kessler Collins, and a travel before the shot. That's going to be a turnover. Noah Quigley coming in for Paxton Gertz. It's been a highly physical game. Pfeiffer comes in for Meyerhofer. Paxton Gertz leaving the game right now with 5. Meyerhofer with 11. Given Siegel, gives it over to Braden Ellis. Ellis and a travel. Flanagan-Cornell gets the ball back. Down by 1, 56.9 left in the third. And a chance on this possession to take the lead. Guarded by Quigley. And a 3 for Hamilton. He did not throw away that shot. And now Flanagan-Cornell takes the lead by 2. It's 32-30. Hamilton has 9 points. Braden Ellis back and forth in front of Pfaff. Here's Pfeiffer rolling in. Kicked off to Siegel. That's going to be a turnover for Seneca. And Hamilton bringing it up the court. Charge! Sorry for yelling. Given Siegel takes his third charge of the day. Might be his fourth. But that foul is on Hamilton. That's his second, team's third. Gertz and Meyerhofer back in for Seneca. Excuse me, that's team second for Flanagan. 4 seconds left in the third. Ellis, and he's going to lose it. 0.2 left in the quarter. Flanagan still up by 2. Jones shot off the backboard. That's no good. We go into the fourth quarter. Flanagan-Cornell taking the lead, 32-30. Scoring for both teams so far. For the home team Falcons, Hamilton with 9, Sam Jones with 4, J.D. Ruddy with 5, Tyler Pfaff has 14, and that's all for the Flanagan-Cornell Falcons, up 32-30 over Seneca, and scoring for Seneca in the first 3 quarters. Paxton Gertz had 5. Zach Pfeiffer with 5. Noah Quigley a 3 there in the third quarter. Calvin Meyerhofer 11, all of those in the second quarter. Given Siegel with 2 and Lane Province with 4. We enter the fourth quarter of the 12th and final edition of the Marseilles Holiday Tournament here at Marseilles Elementary School. Next year it will head to Marquette Academy in Ottawa and will become the Marquette Christmas Tournament. And a travel on Jones. Meyerhofer standing behind him. Flanagan-Cornell fans want a foul on Meyerhofer. Paxton Gertz up top, guarded by Hamilton. Stolen away by Ruddy. And a blocking foul. That one will go against Seneca. 2 shots coming for Ruddy. Foul is on number 5, Kyson Klinker, his 4th, and Seneca's 5th. Seneca's 6th, I believe. Hasn't been changed. No, it's Seneca's 3rd, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard. Seneca's 3rd. Given Siegel checking in for Kyson Klinker. Ruddy misses the second shot. He's 500 for the night. Here's Paxton Gertz bringing it up. Seneca down 3. Gertz winding his way through, and he's got Seneca back within 1. Gertz now with 7. 3 for Ruddy. Off the mark, and a foul on Ruddy on the rebound from Meyerhofer. That'll be Ruddy's 4th foul, team 6th. Kessler Collins comes in for Ruddy. .7:14 left in the game. Flanagan up by 1. Paxton Gertz guarded up top by Hamilton. Calvin Meyerhofer, kick to Braden Ellis for 3. That's no good, and the rebound goes to Collins. Hamilton, and here's Pfaff for 3. That one hits the pocket of the rim, rebound for Ellis. Here's Gertz, charging up the court. Meyerhofer, faked the 3, takes it in himself, off the backboard, no good. Meyerhofer slow to get up. Eventually does, recovers. Here's Siegel up top, over to Ellis and to Gertz. Siegel driving in, takes it himself. No good. Foul on Siegel on the rebound. That's Siegel's first foul, Seneca's 4th. Pfeiffer and Quigley in for Seneca. Collins, Pfaff, Weber, Jones, and Hamilton on the floor for the Falcons. Kick to Pfaff. Jones down to Weber. Out to Pfaff for 3. Pfaff! And Tyler Pfaff, his 3rd 3 of the night. Puts Flanagan-Cornell back up by 4. Paxton Gertz gives it over to Siegel. Gertz up top, guarded closely by Hamilton. And Gertz will stop short. Rebound goes to the Falcons, William Weber. Jones, Hamilton. The 3. Pfeiffer stopping at about 10 feet. That shot is no good, and the rebound goes to Pfaff. Under 5 left to play. That one's going to go off of Pfaff and out of bounds. Or an over and back. Either way, Seneca's ball. Kyson Klinker and Braden Ellis coming in for Seneca. On the court for Seneca, Province, Klinker, Pfeiffer, Quigley, Ellis. Flanagan-Cornell leads by 4. That pass inbounded to Klinker is hit away. And Quigley with the shot, no good. Rebound comes to Collins. It's a 2-possession game with 4:30 left. Here's Hamilton. That one was no good on the rebound. Kessler Collins is fouled by number 14, Noah Quigley. And that will be Noah Quigley's second foul, team's 5th. Coming to the game for the Falcons, J.D. Ruddy. And Paxton Gertz in for Seneca. Gertz enters with 7 points, 1 foul. And Ruddy enters with 6 points, 4 fouls. Full timeout called by Flanagan-Cornell. Momentum in favor right now of the Falcons. If you had not been with us all day, I'll give you a quick recap of all the games that preceded this one. If I can find it. Here we go. Never mind. They took it down on the pinned tweet. Okay. Anyway. That was Kessler Collins with the shot before. During the mass timeout, I'll get that schedule for you. Paxton Gertz at the line. Misses the first one. That rattled around the rim for a while. No second. Hamilton gives it over to Jones. It's quickly to fall down. Jones, Hamilton. Blocked by Province. That's going to be out of bounds on Hamilton. And here's the mass timeout, 3:46 left in the fourth quarter. At the moment, I am lacking in exact scores for earlier today. But we started out at 9 o'clock this morning. Gardner South Wilmington defeated Indian Creek in the consolation bracket, followed by Wilmington over Woodland. It was then Hall over the Earlville Red Raiders. And finally, the consolation champions started at 1:30, and that was St. Bede and the Bruins defeating the Trojans of Dwight. Then at about 3:30, We moved on to the winner's bracket side. Kewanee defeating Serena, followed by a Salmonok victory over the Crusaders. The Comets crashed in on the party for the Panthers, and Reed Custer took that one for third place. And that brings us to now. Flanagan-Cornell up by 6 over Seneca. .346 to go. Pass goes into Ellis. Over to Gertz. Siegel, Gertz, Quigley. Shot fake. Over to Siegel, middle of the lane. Over to Ellis, and another travel from Siegel. J.D. Ruddy gives it off to Jones. And Jones fouled by Pfeiffer from behind. That's Pfeiffer's third foul, Seneca's sixth. None to give. Jones up top. Dropped it, picked up, give it back to Pfaff. Here's Kessler Collins. Over to Ruddy beyond the three. Gives it to Pfaff. Pfaff over to Hamilton. Gives it to Collins. Ruddy wide open at the block. Goes up. And Ruddy puts it in. Ruddy with 8. Pfeiffer to Gertz, back and forth up top. Klinker to Siegel. There's a foul on the floor before the shot. And that's on number 4, Sam Jones. That's Jones' third, team's 8th. Lane Province comes in for Seneca's Kyson Klinker. Giving Siegel 0 for 2 from the line. He came into the game at 4 and 5 on the tournament. He's now 4 for 7. If this is your first time joining us here on the broadcast, there is a light out on the home team fouls. That first shot from Siegel is good. As is the second, and Siegel brings it back within 6. Under 3 left to play. Sam Jones gives it over to Pfaff. Thought about the 3 and gives it over to Jones instead. Collins to Ruddy at the block. Ruddy goes up for 2. He's good. And Ruddy now with 10. Pfeiffer off the backboard. No good. That's going to go in the hands of Sam Jones. Knocked away by Gertz. Siegel up the court to Gertz. And he's going to lay that one in on a finger roll. Gertz with 9 points. Flanagan-Cornell up 42-36. 2 minutes left in the game. Hamilton. Over to Jones. Jones swirling around, misses the shot, rebound goes to Quigley. And Gertz bringing it up the court. Gertz gives it down to Province, that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Pfaff. Weber comes into the game for the Falcons, gets the first steal. Jones over to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Jones beyond the three. And there's a foul on Noah Quigley. Noah Quigley's third and the 7th for Seneca. 1-1 on the way for Sam Jones. He has 4 right now. That first one is good for Sam Jones, and he makes it a 7-point game. Sam Jones makes the second. He's got 6 points for the Falcons. Paxton Gertz over to Pfeiffer. Takes the three. Off the tongue of the rim. And the rebound goes to Pfaff. Hamilton driving up. That's going to be out of bounds on Ruddy, diving for it out of bounds. Flanagan-Cornell up by 8. They were trailing by 4 at the end of the first, by 6 at the end of the half, led by 2 at the end of the third. 45 seconds left, and the Falcons. Gertz forces up the shot. There's a foul on Noah Quigley, his 4th. Team's 8th. Sam Jones is 2 shots from putting this one away. First one is good for Jones. Up by 9, 32 seconds left. Second one is short, and it's going to be Pfeiffer, stripped by Weber. There's Pfaff at the half court, guarded by Seneca, and that's going to do it. Foul called on Gertz. Flanagan-Cornell will win its second Marseilles Holiday Tournament title, upsetting the 1 seed Seneca. Not sure it's much of an upset though. These two teams very evenly matched going in. And that shot for Hamilton is good. As is that one. Hamilton was not satisfied. Here's Quigley in the corner for 3 for Seneca. Quigley makes that one. And that's the end. Flanagan-Cornell wins the final Marseilles Holiday Tournament with a score of 47 to 39 over the Seneca Fighting Irish. I promised you a special graphic. You're going to get a special graphic. And here it is for Flanagan-Cornell, your champions of the 2021 Marseilles Holiday Tournament, the Flanagan-Cornell Falcons. Don't leave yet, we've still got some presentations. here for the all-tournament team.
The all-tournament team this year consists of Duncan Lawler, St. Bede Academy.
Duncan Lawler from St. Bede. Alex Krejci from Samanak.
From Seneca,
Paxton Gertz from Seneca. Zach Pfeiffer from Seneca. Lucas Foote from Reed Custer. Austin Mattingly from Putnam County. Tommy Durden from Marquette Academy. Nico Poe from Kewanee. J.D. Ruddy from Flanagan-Cornell. Wyatt Thompson from Dwight. And Tyler Pfaff from Flanagan-Cornell named tournament MVP. Congratulations to everyone on the all-tournament team. Tyler Pfaff, especially on the first couple days, sinking a ton of threes. Very high scoring indeed. And a very well-deserving group from throughout this week. I've got some scores here from today for each player after the presentation of the plaques to the second and first place teams.
This has been a lifelong passion of mine. I like all the kind words. I'm going to give a little shout out. There's a special guy in this building. He was my junior high math teacher. Why he passed me, I'll never know. Joe Bruno, greatest athlete to ever come out of Marseilles. 12 varsity letters in 4 years. Played in the first high school game in this gym in January 1956. Joe ran up there. It's tough when you have friends coaching against each other because I want to sit in the middle. And that, where are the witty kids. Damien, come here. Where's your sister? All right. There she is. I know you don't want to go with dad tonight, I know. All right. But as a tradition, go give your dad's team the second place flag.
Second place to Seneca, Fighting Irish. Defeating Wilmington in the first round, Serena in the second, Reed Custer in the third, and a loss today to Flanagan-Cornell.
I always love making fun of teenage girls. I'm so embarrassed. All right. Your dad's going to be all happier tonight. All right. Would you please present your dad's team their first place championship flag?
And Flanagan-Cornell takes the 12th and final Marseilles Holiday Tournament. Here is the final bracket. Congratulations to Flanagan-Cornell on their win here this year. Next year, this tournament will be at Ottawa at Marquette High School. Special thanks to Mr. Jeff Owens for the opportunity to broadcast this week. Thanks to Ashlyn Jackson for doing the camera tonight. But once again, I have to thank Mr. Owens for coming on today and for allowing me to do these broadcasts. This is what I want to do when I get out of college, and so this is a huge step in that. And I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. My voice is going to enjoy a day off tomorrow. Have a safe and prosperous New Year's. Congratulations to the Flanagan-Cornell Falcons on their win here. 47-39 is the final score. And that'll do it for the 12th and final edition of the Marseilles Holiday Tournament from here in name pending Jeff Owens Gym. For MHT TV, I'm Levi Meyerhofer after 32 games, and this is Hoff signing off.